go to a lab when you have an eye problem. You don't go to a pharmacist when you have an eye problem. You don't go to a medical doctor when you have an eye problem. So your first point of call should be to locate one optometrist somewhere. My name is Dr. Isen, the NOA chairperson of Urban State. NOA means Nigeria Optometry Association.
I'm Dr. Trusty, however, I'm an optometrist. That's your primary eye care doctor. I work here in Vision Caregivers International. It's an organization that is very concerned about eye health, and we'll find a way to share that and open access. That's one of the key things we do. So then we make sure it's easy for people to come in, see the doctor. You don't have to pay consultation fee.
My name is Stella Nabufe. I'm an optometrist. Image plus eye clinic. We offer diagnose, treat, then we dispense lenses that are cases of refractive problems.
Sometimes we play some rough play with our eyes ignorantly. So I want to ask, what are the common things people do ignorantly that endangers their vision, their eye health?
There are simple things that we do, or we just consider it not necessary. But actually, they put our eyes in danger.
Okay.
It can be as simple as what I was promoting at the time. We still do washing your hands. Now, if before the end of today, your hands are going to touch your eye more than you can count.
Jesus.
So sometimes we have germs in our hands, and then we use it and touch the eye. And in a short time, you see people coming down. We say, Apollo, there's an infection in the eye. It's not coming from anywhere else. It's the hands. So washing your hands regularly is one thing that we should do in order to prevent introducing infections to our eyes.
Poor hand to face hygiene. You don't wash your hands, then you take it to your face. It depends on which surface your hands is placed before it goes to the face. This can also, cause an infection.
But most times it's usually involuntary. You don't even know when.
Yeah. Like I just did now.
Yeah, exactly. Just take your hands. Yes. Can also, like, continuous rubbing of the eye can actually scar the cornea, like cause abrasion, yes, which can lead to blurriness in vision, of course. And we do it unknowingly.
With prolonged exposure sunlight. When you expose your eyes to sunlight unprotected, can end up damaging your cornea, causing macular degeneration and cataract and so many other eye conditions.
Exposure of the eye to ultraviolet rays is another thing. That's
exposure of the eye to what?
UV rays, ultraviolet rays.
Can you break it down to a layman?
Sunlight rays.
No, they do me like that.
So that harmful sunlight.
So what they're saying, so what they're trying to say now, that exposing our eye to sunlight, like maybe walking in the sun or looking into the sky when it is sunny, also endangers the eyes?
Yes, it does.
Oh, really?
It does. That's why we recommend for shades. The shades that can use that block those light rays that goes into the eye. Yeah. And it does endanger the eye very well.
And also, I go under the sun. The sun out there is too bright. It's more than we should expect. So you wear this in shades and you have a cool vision outside.
The harmful sunlight rays also cause pterygium, inguecula, all those things.
All these big words.
Is a known, like you see some people having this growth on the white part of their eye.
Okay.
It's more like it's a norm now because a lot of people are exposed to light.
It's a norm.
Yeah, it's more like it's normal.
It's common.
It's now common recently on it. In fact, recently I've been seeing a lot. Yes.
Wow.
Poor illumination, for instance.
Poor illumination. Okay.
Sometimes people off the light in the house and they're watching television. That strains the eye. Yes. You need proper illumination to read.
Oh, that's serious.
So I'll still go ahead and for some females out there, people are seen sharing beauty products. When I mean beauty products, you see female sharing eye pencils, sharing contact lenses and eyelashes. If you're sharing an eyelash, for instance, from someone whose eye was infected, automatically, somehow, you stand the chance of being infected.
Wow.
So
This sounds
it's quite common.
Yeah.
You said common things.
Yeah.
So that's why, I'm talking about that.
Self-medication. It's very common, especially in this part of the world. When something is happening to us, if it's physical health, we can say, okay, you go to the doctor, the medical doctor at the hospital. But when it comes to the eye, it's easy for people to pick suggestions. Say, okay, put onion, put oil, put anything. I mean,
Will you ring?
yes.
I can't remember that one.
I did a video. The first video that I did, I went about 3,000 views. Was on. They say I told them urine does not cure Apollo, and it was a bust everywhere. So that is one thing people do. Self-medication. Anything they just suggest to you use. And I've attended to people who have lost their eye to suggestions.
Most people practice or the patronized quack. This is a very serious one when it comes to, our region. Eye doctors are seen in the hospital, in the clinic, in the health center, not in marketplaces. So when you have an eye problem, you need to locate an eye doctor, where you need to locate one, not in a marketplace. So this one is a very serious one because these people out there in the market end up causing so much harm to the eye.
Another thing that we do that endangers the eye is actually abusing of drugs. Abuse of eye drops. And I've seen a patient that I think he was playing ball and then was hit with a ball. Yeah, on the eye, and the eye turned red. And of course, he was having pains. So he went to the chemist, got an eye drop, and started instilling.
Like a pharmacy just sold to him.
Yes.
He didn't actually look for prescription.
They sold an eye drop to him, then he started using. That is very bad. Yeah, I'll give you another instance. Just last week, the patient walked with itchy eyes. Now, he said he's already using an eye drop. Where did you get your eye drop from? The mother gave him her eye drop. Now, looking at the eye drop, the patient was actually using anti-glaucoma. That's the mom has glaucoma, and then gave the son, who was having itching, an anti-glaucoma eye drop to instill into the eye. Now, I don't know what has glaucoma got to do with itching. So those things actually cause more harm than good. So it's we don't even know.
Different condition, and you're using
a different thing entirely. So it's in fact it's advisable that when you notice any symptom at all, the right thing to do is visit a nearby clinic. There's any clinic nearby to give you the appropriate medication to use for that particular condition. Because most of us just take it for granted. And some of us feel is when that they try to save costs, but at the end of the day, you notice that they spend more by
because of the damages.
Yes, some people sleep with contact lenses. And if it's not prescribed that you should sleep, because we have extended ways, we have daily ways.
Okay.
So for the extended way, there is provision for oxygen to actually penetrate the eye while you're sleeping. But for the daily way, there's no such provision. And your eye needs oxygen while sleeping, for a good eye health. If I fail to talk about harmful traditional practices, some people practice harmful traditional, that's instilling some kind of things like urine, pawpaw extract, and I hear of some even say hydraulic, all sort of things.
What of onions?
All sort of things. Anything not prescribed by an eye doctor, either an eye drop or an eye medication, I would say is a no for the eye. Because at the end of the day, you come back, with more serious issues.
More compliance. Now you tell someone, use this medication like this. okay? Or use it to this extent. When you finish, stop. Some of them just continue and they keep using. Last year, I attended to 2 people who actually lost their eyes due to poor compliance. Okay, they had surgery and they were to follow the surgery in a way. Okay, there's a way they had to take the medication, and then they just followed the way they wanted, and that was not the way. They actually lost the eye. Okay, both of them, they lost that particular eye where they did the surgery on. So poor compliance. When the doctor says take these drugs like this, okay, or take it like when it gets to this extent, stop. When it gets to that point, stop. Now the problem is when you get to that point and you don't feel okay, they start, jumping, or you want the result to be fast and you don't get it that way. So it's what I tell patients is, if you take a medication and it's not working the way you expect, don't go and operate on your own. Go and see the doctor and tell the doctor, I am using the medication and I'm not getting this result. What is happening? And then you could be explained to, okay, this is what you should expect.
The abuse of eye drops. All eye drops are in the same bottles, but they are not the same.
Yeah.
Yes, because for an eye drop to be prescribed to A, it means A has a certain condition. So tomorrow you now have eye pain and my mom had an eye drop and it's still remaining out there. You go use it. No, it's very wrong. It's a wrong practice. I said eye drop and medications. Medications, so people just go online and they buy some kind of products online. And those products, sometimes when I open the internet, I see things like, an all-solving eye problem. You see a product that can solve glaucoma, a product that can solve cataract. That same product will solve, it will make you not to wear glasses at all. I mean, these are all jargons. So if your eye doctor doesn't prescribe one, no.
Screen time.
Yes.
Like viewing my phone.
This is a digital age.
Okay.
Of course. A lot of us work with computers. Then from computer we go to your phone, from television and or whatnot. You see us every day, like it's more like a routine on a daily basis. No, well, sometimes I am too.
Okay.
So, but of course, we have other things that we can use to prevent some of the things it can cause.
Okay.
Like when you spend so much time on screens, it can actually cause strain to the eye.
Okay.
Okay. It can even cause dryness of the eye. It can also cause even reduction in vision clarity, of course.
Wow.
Yes, headaches and all of that. And then,
screen time also can cause headache.
yes.
What
When
a
you
migraine?
strain as much.
What a migraine?
Yeah, it can also cause that. That's when some people actually work with the system for more than 12 hours every day. Yes.
So what are the way forward?
Well, there are some lenses we dispense to those patients that help block those UV rays that emit from the system.
Oh.
What I'm wearing is one of them.
Okay.
So it helps block those rays, cause strain to the eye, gives discomfort.
The eyes are too precious. You lose them, they don't grow back. You can't do a transplant. You also have people going to the market and just purchase any glasses and wear. And then they come back with, there's headache. When I use it, there's headache, and which is try and error.
One last thing I would love to add, right, is the issue of people sharing glasses. Husband and wife, sharing glasses, mostly reading glasses, and so on. The fact that your husband, is presbyopic, went to an eye clinic, he was prescribed, and all of a sudden you're having blurry vision, and you suddenly remember your husband has a pair of spectacles. You run, wow, carry it. Wife, husband, you guys should, desist from that, because the Bible says two become one. Did not say husband and wife you know, share your glasses. That two would now, have one glasses.
So they should go and get their separate
Get
glasses.
their separate glasses. When it goes to husband and wife matters, you can become one. But when it has to do with eye issues, please, on a serious note, once you have a problem, see an eye doctor. Everybody's issue is different, and all prescriptions are not the same. The moment you weigh a wrong prescription, you come up with headache, eye strain, and all kind of problems. Optometrists is the first point of, concern for anyone that has an eye problem. Why am I saying this? They are the primary healthcare providers. You don't go to a lab when you have an eye problem. You don't go to a pharmacist when you have an eye problem. You don't go to a medical doctor when you have an eye problem. So your first point of call should be to locate one optometrist somewhere. And most times you see them in health centers, hospitals, and all that.
So I'm guilty. I'm
For
guilty.
every profession, there is a safety gear for the eye. Okay. Like I'm working digital. Once I'm working on this, I wear this. I don't have an eye problem, but this is protective against blue light from our gadgets. You work as a carpenter, a welder, there's a protective gear. You ride bike, there's a protective gear. Wear something, protect the eye. I mean, I say it again, the eye does not regrow when it's injured. They can't do transplant for the eye, so protect it. Like I always say, treat what concerns the eye as an emergency. Blindness is not an option.
The eye is the window in which we appreciate the world.
Yeah.
Now, it's also said that what you eat is what you see. So for the eye, everything that happens to the general is a holistic thing. Whatever happens in your system will surely reflect in the eye. So eat healthy to serve your eye, to have a healthy eye.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.